Welcome back to Full Plate. We have Laura Hanley here. She is Laura from gfreelaura.com. You're like Cher from gfreeshare.com. So we've been looking at some of your favorite products. You've tested these products over the last 3-4 years when you've been doing this blog.
Yes.
And they're really good gluten-free options if that's the lifestyle you want to try. Some people it takes a little longer though. You took 3-4 days and you felt better.
Yeah.
But if you're going to try a gluten-free lifestyle, how much time should you give it, do you think?
It's kind of overwhelming at first,
Yeah.
just realizing what has gluten in it. I was at an advantage because my mom was gluten-free before I was, so I had my resource there to ask. But I would say to feel better, so it honestly depends on the individual. Some people with celiac disease might not feel better for a couple months.
For months,
Other
right.
people, it's like that. So it's basically the individual, it's specific to the individual, but always, like you said earlier, consult your doctor if you're thinking about going gluten-free.
To see if it's something that you should
Yes.
try, because it is an effort that you're going to have to
Yes,
make.
definitely.
So also on your site, we were talking about, you have recipes and your method to create a recipe. Talk about how you take something that we're used to eating and make it something that's a G-Free Laura recipe.
Okay, yeah. I'm all about the easy recipes, like I said. So I'll go online and I'll see another blog or a recipe somewhere that looks great, very tasty, but there might be certain items in it that have gluten. So what I do is I kind of say, okay, we can substitute this for a gluten-free item, and let's see how it turns out. And if it's good, post it on my website. I always give credit to where it came from.
The original, yeah.
Yes, but I want to be the resource that gives people the option to do things in the easy way that you need when you're changing your lifestyle this way. You
do. You really need some support, so it's a nice support system for people to have the website. Okay, so one of your favorites, and easy too.
Yes.
It's gluten-free, it's easy, it tastes good. Those 3 criteria.
Yes, corn salsa. And the great thing, especially right now, we're going to start going to more parties, backyard barbecues and everything. This is something that you can make the night before, put it in the fridge, and you're ready to go the next day.
Do you do that a lot? Do you bring your own items?
Yes.
Okay.
Because then I know wherever I go, at least I can eat my corn salsa, or at least I can eat something else. So
it's a way to adapt.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Just like anything else, if you're doing Weight Watchers and you want a light dessert, bring one.
Yep.
And that's very polite of you. Bring a dessert. Okay. So how do we do this?
Okay. So the ingredients for the corn salsa is just 2 cans of black beans rinsed, 2 cans of sweet white corn, 1 red pepper, green onions, some vegetable oil, and sugar. So pretty easy, right?
Pretty
you just
easy.
open a couple
Very
cans, cut a couple vegetables, and you're good. So the first thing we do is we put the black beans into a bowl.
The miracle black beans.
Step number 1, really difficult.
They can be in everything. I'm telling you, they can be in brownies. I'll have to get you this recipe. It is so amazing, the black bean brownie thing. Remember those? I'm asking Josie. She's like, what? They're really good. Okay.
Next is the corn. Just mix that in there. Like I said, super difficult, right?
That's right. She's breaking out a sweat now.
The hardest part is cranking the can opener.
I know. My one son's so mad because we have a manual can opener. He's like, can't we get an automatic one? I'm like, no. Do it like the old days.
So now we have our red peppers. I just cut my red peppers into chunks that are going to be good to get on your chips. So just do a little bit of this.
Just make it the
I'm not
size
a master
that can go on
cutter,
the
so
thing.
I'm
Yeah, and be careful because even master cutters cut themselves on TV.
No Food Network business coming here. So I just do little square pieces like this, right?
Right. That's
pretty good. Put this along with the other stuff.
Corn, the beans, the peppers.
Making it some noise.
It's all right.
Get all the peppers in there.
Sometimes
pesky little things, huh?
We have our mixers going.
So now we have our red peppers in there. We just do our green onions last. So love green onions right now too, growing it in the garden and all that good stuff. Lastly, so all of our ingredients are in there, the main ingredients. We just do a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil.
Do you use of the oils in the world, what do you mostly use?
I use olive oil.
You use olive oil?
Yeah, extra virgin olive oil. And then, so we had our 1/4 cup of oil in there, and then we do 2 tablespoons of sugar.
Because again, sugar is gluten-free.
Yes.
What? Oh my gosh.
And then we just mix it all up.
That's great. Now, is this one of those, I saw this recipe, is there something that you would have put in there if it was gluten full?
Basically, when it comes to fresh stuff like this, it's always going to be gluten-free.
Right, right.
So,
just wondered if you'd adapted it or if you just
yeah,
thought, nope, already gluten-free.
This was actually a recipe my step aunt gave to my mom, and then we kind of just
became a family favorite.
Yes, it did. So once you mix everything up, you put a lid on your bowl and put it in the fridge overnight.
Oh,
and that's
so everything
that's
just,
literally your
that's
recipe
it.
right there. Yeah, so
That's
it sits
it.
overnight. Now I'm gonna grab the one that I made last night.
See, that's it. I always say, bring the done one since we're live the whole time. Okay, so here's your done one.
Okay.
And it's been in the
Fridge overnight. So if you were doing it, say in the morning, you were going to an evening party, allow like 6 to 8 hours.
Okay.
So wake up, you stir it up a bit. Make sure everything's all good.
And you dip that puppy. That's it, right?
Yeah, now let's grab some chips.
All right. We've got about 30 seconds, so we're going to dig in there.
Yeah.
And remember Toledo Area Parent News, the Toledo Parent website for all of our eco-friendly gift ideas, and also gfreelaura.com for her great product suggestions. I'll have all of these linked, of course, as well to our website. Thanks, you did a great job.
Thank you.
This is her first time on TV. No problem. Piece of cake. Gluten-free cake.
Yes, gluten-free.
Have a great weekend.